Good afternoon, guys. I believe you are doing well. After a long time, we're not talking. I am here today, and I want to spend some time with you before you go on your Christmas. Before you go and enjoy yourself with your family. So I believe that you are well. You are well today. So I just want to see if I can connect as well on YouTube. I'm not sure if I can get it right. Let me see. No, it doesn't want to allow me that option. But anyway, it's fine. So I believe you are doing well. Good afternoon. This is Naftali Ranto, and I'm coming to you live today from Bloemfontein, and I believe that you are doing well. Yeah. Oh, okay. I can see also on YouTube is happening. I thought it's not happening, but I can see also YouTubers, they will be able to hear me. So this is the power of technology. So we thank the Lord for the opportunity to be able to connect with people all over the world without using passports to go to their countries. So okay, so why are we here today? What are we going to talk about? I just missed one meeting today that I actually I got slipped off with the time zones because the meeting supposed to be with some people from Dubai, and however the time zone it beat me this time because I checked on the Zoom calendar instead of checking on the Google Calendar because the time zone is 2 hours difference. So as in South Africa, 1 o'clock, it is 3 p.m. in Dubai. So the meeting was 3 p.m., but I thought it was 3 p.m. In South Africa. So I missed it with totally, and I was the organizer. Imagine that. So, but anyway, it is fine because at least I have this time now to engage with my Facebook friends and my YouTube followers. So I hope you're doing well. So how has been 2022 for you so far? Are you still on point? Are you still enjoying yourself, or you already gave up? So can you please type there on comments? Just tell me where are you watching from, and I will be able to acknowledge some of you. Let me just go and check here on Facebook to see if I can see some people there that are going to be commenting. Let me see. Yes, bring those comments. Let's see. Let's see those comments as they're coming through. I'm watching there on Facebook. I'm checking also those on YouTube. Please talk to me. Let me see, where are you connected from, and how has been this year so far? Are you still on point? Are you still enjoying it, or you already gave up and waiting for 2023? Because there are so many people that says, no, this year is already finished. It's gone already. So I don't know what are you saying. So type there on comments and let's see if you are still chasing, or you are already relaxed, waiting for the new year. So right, let me do what I have to do today. My mission is very simple. What I'm going to do today. So I came here to bring hope. I came here to speak to someone that maybe is going through difficult moments and he doesn't know how to bounce back, or how to continue seeing the future the way it's supposed to be. So my message today is based on 2 chapters of the Bible. If you go and check the book of Psalms, chapter number 10, I say again, chapter number 9, read chapter number 9, because from today to the end of the year, we are left with about 9 days. So if you read every day, you read a chapter of the book of Psalms, but not going up, going down. You will see that you will read actually 9 chapters until next week, the 31st on Saturday. So I just want to share with you something that has been going and been happening, where I have been very close in communication with God these days like never before. And in the prayers that I do every day, it was yesterday that I got a revelation. I need to talk to you a little bit, just to motivate you. Maybe you're going through some challenges, and I want to say to you, do not give up on your life. Do not give up. Whatever you're going through now, I know it's hard. It's not easy, but there is the Lord Almighty who can help. But you need to trust Him. You need to believe that He can help you, because if you approach God and you don't believe He can help you, for sure things will go the way that you believe. Because what makes us to receive our miracle, it is our belief, is the way we believe or trust in the Almighty. So that was it in terms of talking about this first part of the Bible, which is the book of Psalms. So wake up every morning a little bit early. Maybe from the beginning of the year, you've been doing things very relaxed. You were pushing, but not as you're supposed to. So give these last 9 days a push. I will say 8 actually, because tomorrow we are starting with 8 days already. So give it a push starting tomorrow. Wake up maybe 30 minutes before your normal time, before you can do anything else. Just have your moment to pray and ask God for direction for the day, and for you to be able to tackle whatever that is going to come your way in that day. So then we reevaluate and see how is going to be your life in before you finish this year, because we're not yet talking about 2023. We are still in 2022. There are many who are watching this live that maybe you are not going to see 2023, but you need to decide if you want to see it or not. God cannot do it for you. You have to decide how you're going to do it. You must also change the way you are doing things. Remember, God will forgive you, but He will not take away the consequence for your actions. Whatever you did, you will still have to answer. You will have to account or take responsibility. Because remember, you are planting whatever you have been doing from the beginning of the year. You are planting a seed. So when you plant, you are going to reap. So you cannot make a mistake about that. So you will reap the fruit of your plantation, or whatever that you have been planting from the beginning of the year. So now, going to the next part of what we are talking about, we looking at the book of Luke, chapter 24, which is the last chapter also. I mean, the last chapter of that book. Yes. So when you read that also, you will find the story on when Jesus has risen up, or he rose again. There were 2 women that went early in the morning and to go and visit the tomb where he was 3 days ago. And when they arrived there, they found the stone was not there. It was removed. But this stone was not removed for Jesus to actually to come out. Was removed for the women to be able to see, or to be able to get in and see where Jesus was. He's not there. So that is one thing that is so incredible. And we normally, sometimes we don't take things so small into consideration. When you read the Bible, try to understand sometimes what the message is. Don't try to use your only your mind, but also ask God to reveal this to you. But what I want to talk about today is something interesting, where the disciples that were always with the Lord, and he spoke to them, telling them that he will live and he will rise again. And when he was no more there, on this very same chapter, we find that they didn't believe actually when he said he's going to rise again. Because when the women came back and told them that the Lord has risen, they doubted God. They didn't believe that that was true. And to an extent that 2 of them were walking to another area where else it was said to them to remain in Jerusalem, but they did not remain in Jerusalem. They decided to walk to the other side or to another country, and the Lord appeared to them, and he walked with them to go to that journey that they were talking. And they were complaining to say, yeah, things here, this and this happened. There was this prophet, there was this that we thought is a savior. He was here with us, but now he was killed 3 days ago. These things that are happening. Now the Lord was engaging with them in a conversation. But imagine, they didn't even recognize that it was Jesus that was working with them. And they walked with him, complaining, talking about that until they reached where they were going. And surprisingly, when they arrived where they were going, and the Lord gave them some bread to eat. When they ate the bread, their eyes were opened, and it disappeared from them. Now, from that, as he left them, then they went back to Jerusalem. So now my question is, where were they going in the first place? Because they supposed to continue with what they are continuing. So this is what happens when God appears in our life as human beings. We have our own vision, our own goals that we want to reach at the end of the day. But once you meet with God, and your plans, they change totally. Sometimes they take a total 180. You were going that way. Now, when you meet God, it takes you to the other side, because that, for example, myself as well, I never thought that one day I could be a person that goes to the church, because I grew up in the environment of church, but I did not really believe that God was able to help anybody until I saw myself being helped by him years back in 2002. The story that is embroidered in my heart, and I cannot forget that day. It was the 1st of May 2002. I still remember it like it was yesterday. So, but that happens whenever God meets you, your life becomes different. It changes totally. You can't explain what has happened, because the power that is surrounding you, it is divine. It's more than you can imagine. So why am I saying this to you? Because we are approaching the end of the year. Some of you are students. You were doing your matric this year, you were writing assessments and all that. You're not sure if you are going to make it. So in this time of the year, we find a lot of people that are desperate, and the school kids, they are waiting for the results, and some of them, they end up taking their lives in this time. So do not do that. So rather start to prepare yourself, call upon God, invite him into your life, let him come to help you in order to deal with whatever that comes in your way. I remember in my journey as working with the Lord, it has not been easy. It has been a very difficult journey that I walked. But one thing I can tell you is that it has been good, because it helped me actually to know that I can't depend on any human being. I need to trust in the Lord, because even people that are very close to you, they will not always be there for you. When something happens, it needs you to know who is your source. But if you are trusting more on people that are next to you, people will always disappoint you. I remember at some stage, I had some problem in my workplace, where I was facing an injustice situation, I can say, with whereby even my supervisor was the one that was responsible actually to try to take me out or to make me to lose. But praise be to God, because whatever that they tried, it could not happen. Then I'm still here, I'm still living, and it just made me to be a better person. So sometimes the situations you go through in life, it is for your good. It's not, even if it is a bad situation, yes, the experience has never been bad. It is good, because you learn from experience. Yes, it can be a bad situation that happens to you, but it gives you a good experience. So because experience is always for your good, because if you go through an accident, I remember when I got an accident at work in some years back, when I was not, actually forgot a bit about working with God, because I was distracted actually until I got that accident. And I woke up in that accident. And when I was in hospital, the first thing that came to my mind was, what are you doing here? Then I said to God, please let me refix myself. And I asked to be discharged from hospital. Then I went, the following day, I went to the house of God, to look for the house of God to go and fix my ways. And to my surprise, when I arrived there, I tried to request the man of God to pray for me. Just looked at me and say, I'm not going to pray for you. Where you left your God, go and fetch him. And wow, it was so painful because I could barely even walk because I was so injured. When you look at my arm, I still have these marks that you see here. I was not born with this. This whole hand didn't have the skin here. It was ripped off, and I was having a lot of bandages, and also on my face, I was having bandages. You see also this mark here. There was a hole that was going into my mouth. When I closed my mouth, I could still get some air getting in on this hole into my mouth. So that is how bad it was, that experience. But I'm here and I recovered. So why am I sharing this with you? Because I got that accident by the time when my relationship with God was not so good. And in a few years after that, I think it was about 5 years later, I got another accident when now I was still well with God. And in that accident, it was in the Sunday morning going to the church, and someone just skipped a red robot, and he hit me on the middle of the road. And to my surprise, I was driving a small vehicle that time, a Mazda 323, and it was smashed. And I came out, as you see me, with no scratch at all. So here I am, and I never got even one bruise on that accident. So this shows you the different types or different same incident, but happening when your positioning is different. So the first one happened when I was at work and didn't have good relationship with God, and I found these marks. I found this. The second one happened when my relationship with God was well, and I came out as clean as you see me. So it's the same accidents, but the results were different because of the relationship. So it's very important for you, if you have never spent a festive season with your relationship closer with the Creator. I believe that this year, let's do things different. Can you just think about your life to say, if the Lord was to come for you today and say, I'm coming to fetch you, are you ready to go? Are you ready to meet? Can we go and bury you next week, Saturday? Can we not just think about that? Can we go and bury you? Are you going to be in heaven, or where are you going to be? Because many people says, no, all of us, we are going to heaven. But why did the Lord go to the cross? Then it means everything that we went to do on the cross was in vain, because this is not what is written in the Bible. So you need to think about that. If you think that whatever you do, you are going to make it, then I don't know. You must just reconsider those things and start to read more the word of God. And for sure, it will help you. And I don't know how long this video will stay here on YouTube or on Facebook, because things like this, normally they get deleted because they don't want us to help each other. So, but I believe as long as it is here, you are watching it now, whenever you take a decision to change your life, consider building your relationship with God. That will benefit for your good. I have escaped so many things that I can say they were supposed to have totally destroyed my life, but because of the Almighty, He saved me through them all. And I'm still here today. In 2023, this year, I was actually finishing 20 years since I knew the Almighty. So I'm so grateful for everything that I've went through, for all the challenges that came through. It was for my good. I am a better Naphtali than what you saw last year or what you saw 20 years ago. So I'm much more matured than I used to be those days. So I want to say to you, if you've not yet decided, please start doing things in a different way. Start to invest in building, in taking care of your soul. Remember, when you die, your soul does not die. It still continues to live. So your soul lives forever. It doesn't die. So this container that you see here, this is not Naphtali. Naphtali, it is my soul is inside. You can't see it. It's what you when you pinch me like this, when you take a needle, you step yourself, you feel the pain. That is the soul. That is you that feels the pain. It's the soul. It's not this body. So if your soul is no more connected with your body, even if you can take a knife and cut here, you will feel no pain because your soul is no more there. So you need to start taking care of this soul that is invisible, that is so much. The devil is looking for this soul. You want to take it to hell. The hell was not made for human beings. It was made for the devil because he disobeyed. So what am I saying to you today? Consider a change in your ways. We are living in the very difficult times now. There's people that started this year and they thought that they will have a Christmas, which we're having in 2 days' time, but they did not make it. So do not wait and say, I'm going to do it next year. Take your decision today. I know you have been maybe in the church, you have been a prayer person, but you stopped. So for whatever reason that you have stopped, doesn't matter. Dust off, get on your feet, go back to the Creator and start talking to your God. And for sure, He will reward you. He will bless you so much that you will reap actually whatever you lost. You are going to gain even multiply, because He said, instead of shame, my people will have double honor. So no matter the shame that you went through in the past, you are able actually to win, or actually to break through and do things in a better way. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching. I believe that you found some value. I'm gonna share the chapters that I have read for you, or that we spoke about here in the chat on the description. As I said, the first one was the book of Psalm, chapter number 9. We're going to read from 9, going to 8, going to 7. And on the 31st, we'll be reading chapter number 1. And every morning, wake up 30 minutes earlier and pray and ask God for direction. I know it's not going to be easy. When I started this, I think it was about 4 months ago, when I started to wake up early in the morning, an hour before. It was not easy, but now it's no more a big problem. And when my alarm goes off, I don't think twice. I stand up and I go for it. And I can tell you, since I started to do that, my life have a balance, better than when I just woke up and start hitting the road right away. So have some time with God in the morning, meditate upon His word in the morning, and before anyone wake up in your house, wake up early and pray, because that is the most important prayer you can make. During the day, there are so many things, and in the evening, sometimes you are so tired, you can't even read your Bible. But in the morning, I found it to be the best time actually to read the Bible before you can do anything. I don't even check messages before I do that. I wake up, I go on my knees, I pray, I read the Bible. Then after that, I will take a bath, I will prepare myself, then I will go. Then I will check my messages afterwards. So let's try to rearrange. The technology is supposed to be working for our good, but these days technology is taking us most of the time far away from what is right, from far away from the Creator. So we need to reconnect with the Creator, because that is where our strength is coming from. So thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a Merry Christmas. And please don't forget to go this Sunday. Go to the church, man. Go and pray and ask God to help you. Yes, we are still in business as well. We're still working, and these days I'm doing a lot of things. I'm actually having a course that I'm doing online, internet. It's an internet marketing course, so it's keeping me so busy. So, but I'm still pushing because I want to get some skills in order to be able to help as many people as the Lord want me to be able to help them. So thank you very much for being on this channel, either on Facebook or on YouTube. And I would like to hear, how did you this session touch your life? So it's not about me. I got the message. God said, speak to these people. And I'm here, I'm talking to you, and I don't know when I'm going to come back, because I'm not doing this for myself. Whenever he says, go back, do something, I will come in and I will talk to you. But anyway, thank you for that. And I will be ending this meeting shortly. And we meet again on the next available opportunity. So may God bless you and your families. Have a good one. Ciao, ciao.